Thursday, February 15, 2018. I'm Danielle Cifuentes.
And I'm Ariana Diaz.
We have many important announcements and exciting events to share with you this morning.
Students, there is still space in the Mendez Amateur Radio Club. Come build a radio and talk to people from around the world. Last week, students spoke to Ryan, who is a student at Purdue University in Indiana, and they spoke to Kevin from Yorkshire, England as well. Who will we talk to next? The next meeting after school is Monday, February 26th in room 220. Last week was National School Counseling Week, but we want to continue delivering important messages from our counseling team at Mendez. Today's inspirational message is about aspirations. Aspirations are defined as a hope or ambition of achieving something. We sometimes call them stars, things you are reaching for. Sometimes aspirations, like stars, can seem so far away that they can't be touched, but that doesn't have to be your reality. Aspirations could be anything you want them to be. A career choice, a personal wellness goal, an academic goal, anything. If you could list one or two things you would like to achieve, what would they be? A wise man once said, "Your aspirations are possibilities." If you ever want to chat about your stars or aspirations, feel free to stop by and talk to your counselors. Live with purpose today. Students, are you interested in participating in an awesome summer program for artists? Arts Express is a life-changing program where students like you can explore drama, dance, music, and the arts. This is a summer program that is hosted at a university campus, and many Mendez students in the past have participated. Please see Ms. Pete or Mr. Axel to learn how to fill out the application, which is due by March 15th or earlier. Attention FCA members, there is an all-campus huddle this Friday, February 16th. Everyone is invited. First lunch meets in Mrs. Donovan's classroom and second lunch meets in Mr. Axel's classroom. See you all there, FCA members. Attention all Mendez students. Mendez is hosting a club called Free Space, which supports the Mendez LGBT community. It is held every Monday after school in Mr. Cisneros' classroom. We hope you come out to support Mustangs.
Attention 6th grade students, February 28th is the 6th grade field trip to the Anaheim Ducks first flight that is located at the Honda Center. We want as many 6th graders to attend this memorable event. However, field trips are privileges you must earn, so get good grades and have good citizenship scores, 6th graders. We hope you get to join us for our 6th grade field trip. The Riley's Farm field trip is coming up on February 28th. Please note that if you have 3 Fs on your first semester report card or 2 Fs on your 4th grading period report card, you will not be allowed to attend this memorable event where you get to step into the world of a Civil War soldier. We are still looking for more parent chaperones, so be sure to ask your parents to chaperone. Let your 8th grade teacher know if your parent can chaperone and attend our field trip. Go 8th grade Mustangs! Students, the next Win Academy is on February 17th, which is this Saturday. Permission slips should have been passed out by now. Some teachers who are leading programs including Symposium with Ms. Park and Ms. Earhart, Math with Mr. Luba and Mr. McDonald, and 8th grade Math Assessments with Ms. Mello. Be sure to get your permission slips turned in as soon as possible. Garden Club members, there is a meeting this Friday. We are excited to see you all there on that Friday afternoon Garden Club. Gate Symposium t-shirts are on sale. Bring your order form and money to Ms. Park's classroom 308 to order your Symposium t-shirt. You can find the order form on the last page of your student handbook. Get your Symposium t-shirt orders as soon as possible. Attention 6th and 7th graders. On Thursday, February 15th, all 6th and 7th graders students will fill out elective request forms online during their language arts classes. Yes, there has been a change. Instead of filling it out during first period, you will be completing the elective request form during your language arts classes this Thursday.
Do you know what elective you want to take next year? Are you an avid scholar, a Mustang musician, a computer scientist, an engineer, or are you the next Good Morning Mendez host?
Check out our various electives by going to our Mendez website and by watching our Good Morning Mendez news show.
Here are the awesome electives that we have at Mendez. Drama for those who are dramatic, gain theater knowledge, such as performance skills, public speaking, script reading, and writing. Costume and stage design. See Mr. Radford for more information.
Join Mendez Music. There's beginning band and strings, intermediate band and strings, and advanced band and strings. Most instruments are available for loan. Perform at concerts, festivals, and special events throughout the year. Please note that approval from Mr. Axel is needed for intermediate and advanced classes.
Mendez Media, also known as the best elective ever, there are 2 classes of media. One for Good Morning Mendez, another for media journalism. Help make our YouTube channel even more amazing and be part of a hard-working group of students who create original, entertaining, and informative video content throughout the year. Students who sign up for media must enjoy speaking in public, must love learning how to use the latest editing software and camera equipment, and must strive for excellent grades in school. Do you have what it takes to be part of our amazing crew? Then try out and apply.
Next is leadership. Do you want to take part in coordinating fun-filled events throughout the school year? From school dances to volunteering and showing off your leadership skills, ASB Leadership is an awesome elective that gives you the opportunity to lead the way and make school fun for our Mustang family. You must have attended the informational meeting, or you should see Ms. Castro for more info about the application process.
Are you creative? Do you have an eye for design? Then sign up for Art with Miss P. Learn color theory skills, how to draw and express yourself through creative works. You must get teacher approval if you're planning on applying for intermediate or advanced art.
AVID. It's advancement via individual determination. Start your roadmap to college. Learn the AVID way. Go to field trips to various colleges and be part of a unique community of scholars. Join AVID. Applications, interviews, and teacher recommendations are all part of the process to join the amazing AVID family at Mendes. See Ms. Salas for more information.
Are you into designing computer games, 3D models, and computer science? Then join Mr. Johnson's Technology elective, where you can get an awesome introduction into the field of computer science. Or maybe you're an engineer who loves to create robots, construct structures, and use engineering, physics, and technology. Then join the Project Lead the Way Engineering elective. Please be sure to read the labels carefully, as these two classes are not the same. One is for computer science and technology, and the other one is engineering.
Office Aid. This is only for the most responsible future 8th graders, which means only current 7th graders are allowed to apply. Office Aides assist the office staff and complete a Google certification through this elective.
Are you a photographer? Do you like documenting Mendes events and memories? Do you like graphic designing and creating cool digital layouts? Then sign up for the yearbook elective.
Do you like speaking and debating? Do you like competing against other schools by reciting speeches, debating controversial issues, and sharpening your public speaking skills? You should sign up for speech and debate.
As you can see, Mustangs, we have tons of amazing electives here at Mendes. What do you see yourself taking next year? Plan well and choose wisely. Remember to discuss your choices with your parents and be ready to sign up online Thursday, February 15. Go Mustangs!
There have been a few changes to some electives. For all 6th and 7th graders interested in joining ASB, the deadline to turn in applications has been extended to February 22nd. Please be sure to turn in your applications to Ms. Castro by the 22nd. Also for art class, if you're already in beginning art, you do not need permission from Ms. P to enter intermediate art because you are already in beginner's art. The same is true for advanced art. If you are in intermediate already, you will be placed in advanced if you choose the art elective.
Malcolm X was a prominent African-American activist and one of the many political figures who stood up for those with colored skin who were treated as second-class citizens. Unlike most peak activists who relied on the civil rights movement, he urged the disenfranchised to advocate for what they want by any means necessary. His childhood and personal experiences, his time in jail, and his faithfulness to the Islamic faith were factors that inspired his defiant philosophy and made it unique.
One factor that shaped Malcolm X into who he was can be found in his childhood and personal experiences. Segregation flooded around Malcolm since he was a child. During this time of segregation, there was a lot of danger that was placed on the shoulders of a black man, such as Malcolm's father, Earl Little. In the book Malcolm X, His Life and Legacy, written by Kevin Brown, the author mentions, the next anybody saw of Malcolm's father, Earl Little, lay bleeding across the streetcar tracks, his head bashed in, his body torn almost in two. The coroner called it an accident. The insurance company claimed suicide. Some said it was murder, most likely by the Black Legion, a Klan-like group that had burned down the Little House 2 years before. Brown, page 16. This shows how blacks were treated improperly and the sadness of Malcolm Little's childhood, which would fuel his anger. This sense of inequality on Malcolm's people influenced his philosophy by any means necessary, because he understands too well what will happen if he stands around and does nothing.
You can't do for yourself what the white man is doing for himself. Don't say you're equal with the white man.
Of all his 10 siblings and him, Malcolm's father allowed him to attend Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA meetings. Malcolm noticed that these meetings were different from his father's usual church meetings. Brown also states UNIA meetings were necessarily conducted by day and in secret. Malcolm noticed how different these meetings were from those of his father's congregation. People seemed more intense and more intelligent. In their presence, he too felt more intense and more intelligent. This means that Malcolm felt stronger when he was in the UNIA meetings. This feeling of more intense, more intelligent while being in an assembly could have influenced him to be more rebellious and defiant. This could connect to his philosophy by whatever means necessary, because it shows that if assembling helps you to be stronger, unite into a group. Because of Malcolm's sad childhood, being at a UNIA meetings made him feel more rebellious. His childhood and personal experiences influenced his political philosophy.
Another element that inspired Malcolm X's philosophy was his time in jail. When Malcolm X was convicted of burglary and arrested at the age of 20, he was convicted to serve 10 years of his life in jail. Mass Moments states in an article that Malcolm began a campaign to improve his reading and writing. This explains that he realized in order to fully embrace his passion, he had to be exposed to forms of education and learning, which then influenced him on his journey to becoming who he is known as today.
Thanks for tuning in this morning. Have a wonderful Thursday, Mustangs. Stay respectful, responsible, and ready.
Goodbye.